Welcome. All right, we're gonna check out some Splinter Cell Chaos Theory now. Zoom our playthrough here.
You can't call me from the grave.
I need to get you to... I learned how to do the sampling now, Uriah, so I need to go back and let you re-record that for me. Because I figured out how to turn you up on that mixer. It's just very technical. Technical garbage. But now that I'm learning how to properly use this, some of the more advanced settings of the Go XLR mixer, I think we're getting to where we can have a better production. All right. I think we're set here. And I haven't changed my Xbox background in like several years, but I guess when Resident Evil remake came out, I thought this was like a really cool image. This is actually an image from one of the achievements, I think. And it might be the one where you like clear the campaign as Jill. And I just thought it was I thought it was really cool. I think it makes for a really cool background. And like I've just never wanted to change it. I was like, you know what, that's pretty cool. Like, and Jill's great, right? Like she's cool. I dig it. I don't know why why does she need shoulder pads? Like, she's like the Titan of, because Titans in Destiny always have unnecessary amounts of shoulder armor. She's like the Titan of Resident Evil. But like nothing else. Don't need armor anywhere else. Just my shoulders, Really hate to take a bullet in the shoulder. So, here we are. That's life. Let me make sure I'm using the right controller here. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, dude. Original Xbox title here. Crystal clear. Tom Clancy's. I can't believe that was their image at one point. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I forgot to clip what we did last time on this game. I need to go back and clip that because that's hilarious. All right, I need to make a note of that. Yikes, is that loud for anyone else? Jeez. We'll get in. Maybe the actual gameplay was quiet. I think that's what it was. It was like, even though that was like stupid loud. All right, progress. We'll just start a mission because, we might need to hear that, hear the mission briefing again. All right, let me make a note here. I need to clip something from our first Splinter Cell. Okay. It has been noted. Alright. Are we good on drinks? We're good on everything. Cool. Let's get right into it. I think we're gonna keep it on normal, because like I'm a little rusty. I'm not gonna lie. Normally I'd throw it on hard or realistic, but
So Zerkasi and Morgan
gotta get in the groove here.
Two people who ever saw those algorithms.
And Morgan Holt is dead. Zerkezi is connected to a mystery guest we know nothing about.
Dvorak.
Morgan Holt and Zerkezi are geeks, not terrorists. Maybe this Dvorak is some kind of puppeteer.
No hitter, bottom of the 8th.
2-0, New York in the 8th.
Akira Watanabe is on the mound. He's pure concentration, pure focus.
This is no coincidence. You're on your way to the Big Apple. Bruce Morgan Holt and Abraham Zerkezi were partnered together on Project Watson, the UN committee that cracked the mass kernels. They're the ones who discovered 512 encryption, the same encryption used in the messages you recovered at MCAS Bank. If this so-called Dvorak person has somehow gotten his hands on mass-based IW algos, we're in a world of hurt.
I've been trying to penetrate Zerkezi's private network since we connected him to this mess. I've seen some tough network security before, and I expected Zerkezi to have top-of-the-line tech, but this is crazy. Zerkezi's server isn't just impenetrable or invisible, it's like looking for a shadow in a pitch-black room. It's driving me crazy.
Things are turning sour in New York. It's been 24 hours since the blackout, and no one has a clue when it might end. We've got sporadic reports of unrest all over Manhattan, but it hasn't started to spill over yet. Word coming down from above is that the National Guard will be deployed within the hour. We'll need to insert you into an alley behind a building adjacent to the target building. Watch out for civilians.
All right, cool. So I'd let that briefing play. I think we need to go with a stealth loadout. And let me get my...
Fisher, the National Guard was deployed into Manhattan about an hour ago.
I feel safer already.
Watch your fire, Sam. Those boys aren't expecting to see you and they'll attack on sight. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
Good.
All right. I just picked up my phone like I was gonna play the game with my phone. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Stay calm. We're on the same side.
Jesus, who are you?
I'm the monster in the closet. And I'm gonna let you go back to sleep as soon as you tell me how many men you have deployed out here.
There's just 8 of us in the squad, but there are more on the roof.
How many?
I don't know, I swear.
Thanks for the intel.
I'm just an ordinary guy.
How do we... I feel like... Alright, let me try bringing the music down to 90. And do like 85 on that. And leave sound effects and voice up all the way.
Please.
Okay, and let me... Are there sound settings on the Xbox itself, maybe? That we're having an issue with here? Like, I just feel like everything's, like, super quiet. So maybe there's... Yeah, maybe, like, a volume setting is like, way down. HDMI. Yeah, I mean, okay. I think we're good on that. Okay. Just thought I'd double check. Because, like, even Halo, like, when I was playing on PC, like, Halo, the sniper gunshots were, like, it didn't cut through. Like, usually, you know, the sniper shot was like, and it was like, you know, it cut through every single sound that was playing in the game, whether it's, you know, a really hype battle theme is playing and there's gunfire and there's people shouting and someone's giving orders, and then, you know, like the sniper would cut through it all. But like when I was playing yesterday, it was like the sniper was
I'm not even a soldier. I work in a hardware store.
It was not cutting through at all. Alright, so we gotta keep these guys alive. Because these are Americans. They're just National Guard that have been deployed for the blackout. So there's nothing wrong with these dudes.
Stupid damn thing is broken.
What was the play here? What was my reasoning for this?
Nothing here but ghosts and shadows.
Hey, split jump. All right. Let me see where the other guards are at. Let's evaluate the situation here. Might just try to move past. Let's try that.
Damn it! What's wrong with this? Someone's up to something. This isn't funny.
Fisher, looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. It's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long climb if you don't.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Who are you? Wait a minute. Is this a training exercise?
Damn. Support. This guy knows it's an exercise. Who let the cat out of the bag?
Put down the weapon.
I'm restarting. I'm sorry. That was okay. That was terrible. I should have done a quick save. All right.
Fisher, the National Guard was deployed into Manhattan about an hour ago.
I feel safer already.
Nice.
Watch your fire, Sam. Those boys aren't expecting to see you and they'll attack on sight. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
Good.
All right.
Stay calm. We're on the same side.
I'm trying.
Jesus, who are you?
I'm the monster in the closet. And I'm gonna let you go back to sleep as soon as you tell me how many men you have deployed out here.
I'm the monster in your closet, and I'm gonna let you go back to sleep as soon as I get what I want. I'm the monster in your closet, and I'm gonna let you go back to sleep as soon as I get what I want. Is that? I don't know. We might re-record that one, but that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Squad, but there are more on the roof.
How many?
I don't know. I swear.
Thanks for the intel.
Dude, Michael Ironside is...
I'm just an ordinary guy.
He might be my favorite voice actor. And just, you know, he's a decent enough actor. He's been in some pretty good movies, but normally not like a leading role or anything. Usually kind of a side character. But yeah, I think he's a stellar voice actor though.
Junk.
You know what? Let's do a quick save right here.
Typical. What's wrong now? All clear.
Fisher, looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. It's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long climb if you don't.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Who are you? Wait a minute. Is this a training exercise?
Damn. Support. This guy knows it's an exercise. Who let the cat out of the bag?
Are you okay? I knew it.
Roger that. Yeah. Okay. Give me a hand here, pal. Just play along. Name, rank, and number.
Corporal Stan Donlin. 24-28-996.
And you're not going to tell me anything else.
Just put the...
What is happening? How does he know I'm here? All right, maybe we're getting too feisty here.
This thing's a mess. Here. Never hurts to check.
All right, I'm gonna quick save right there. No, I'm getting a little crazy with the quick saves, but all right.
Fisher, looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. It's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long climb if you don't.
What's the status on that elevator?
I'll have it running in a sec. Going as fast as I can.
Flashbang. All right. What's that? Oh, I got a smoke as well. Okay. Oh my gosh.
not going to hurt you.
Not gonna hurt you.
Who are you? Wait a minute. Is this a training exercise?
Damn. Support. This guy knows it's an exercise. Who let the cat out of the bag?
Huh. I knew it.
Roger that. Yeah. Okay. Give me a hand here, pal. Just play along. Name, rank, and number.
Corporal Stan Donlin, 2428996.
And you're not going to tell me anything else?
No, sir.
Good boy.
Good boy.
All right, want me to move on to the next one? Yeah. Roger. Huh? Okay, I'll ask. Command wants to know how many are on the roof.
2 on the roof, sir. 2 more inbound in a chopper.
Thanks. Dismissed.
Wait a minute. This isn't an exercise.
You'll never know. Was that the same guy that was working on the elevator? I could have sworn I was supposed to like get up on the top of the elevator or something. Let me drop him. Alright. Alright. Gotta get used to this control scheme. Alright, closed door. Closed door! Hey! Coming in with the raid! Let me pause it. That's entirely too stressful at the moment. Hey, Jasmine coming in with the raid. Ferrothrax, Water Lily, Black Swan, Rhino Skin, Kurt Cool Beans. Kurt Cool Beans. I get it. I get it. I like it. Jasmine raid. Oh, there it is. There's the wowie sound. All caps. How are you guys doing? How was Control? How was that? That video game. That's what you guys were on today, right? It's one of my favorites. I think as far as my game of the year list goes, like my top 5, I think Control is at the top for me. It's getting scary today, not gonna lie. You know what? It does get a little creepy. I think Sam Lake does like his, you know, he even with Max Payne and like Alan Wake and stuff, he would weave in like little bits of thriller and horror and stuff like that. Oh, Alan Wake is one of my favorite games of all time, as is Max Payne. Oh, Rhino! Let me turn those up. I don't know why my alerts are sounding so quiet today. I think with this different preset here that we're using for our audio, things are turned down a little bit. Black Swan is right. Getting spoopy. Yeah, absolutely. Gotcha. Well, Rhino Skin, thank you for that follow. Any friend of Jasmine, she'll be a friend of mine. I don't know. I felt like you needed to have like a beat the chest thing. All right. How is Splinter Cell going? It's going good. We just got started for today. This is Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and we're playing it because it's a backwards compatible original Xbox game on our Xbox One here. And that's exactly what my voice sounds like. 100%. I knew it. And it's going well. We're in New York. There's been a blackout, and we have National Guard standing by, and so I'm not supposed to kill anyone because they're also Americans. So I'm having to go non-lethal on this one, and I need to largely remain undetected while we assess the situation here. We're looking for a hacker. Yeah, I don't know if... Have any of you ever played the Splinter Cell games, or are you familiar with any of this stuff? Because, you know, if not, I'm definitely your guy, I would say. Because I am quite the Splinter Cell aficionado.
Something may be up.
Oh, is he coming this way? You gotta be kidding me. All right. So this is one of the best moves here, is the split jump. Okay, is he just not coming to investigate now? He's like, all right, boys, I was gonna investigate, but it's really dark over in that corner, so I think I'm just gonna say, like, you know what? We'll just deal with the power outage. It's not so bad. Like, I'll go patrol somewhere else. One of you guys could take that. I'm scared of the dark. That's just my thing. All right. That would be me if I were a guard. I've played some of the earlier Splinter Cell games. I think they declined in story quality quite rapidly after the first couple. Yeah, maybe. I think I could probably... There might be a few that, yeah, it just starts getting kind of garbage after a bit. You liking the flannel? Yeah, I got some flannel out today. A Black Swan! Thank you for the follow. Dean Winchester approves. He's sometimes just lurking. Must have missed him. He was gone for Thanksgiving. I don't know why I read that like a tough guy. Jasmine says, I watched Splinter Cell growing up, but it was a series that I myself never played much of. I'm in the same camp. It's in the same camp with Metal Gear for me. Watched a lot, but never played. Right on. Guitar strings is our currency, if you check that out. Check it out. Gamble all. We have heist and boss. You want to join a boss battle? Guitar strings, all one word. Yeah, I'm a guitar guy. If you hang around, we'll definitely get the guitar out sometime. And jam a bit. Yeah, so technically Chaos Theory... If you want to be, like, really technical... Let me bring down the audio a bit. If you want to get really technical, I think Chaos Theory was the last, like, traditional stealth game in the series. Because, like, Double Agent is still pretty stealthy, but then, like, they weaved in this whole, like... You could choose to, like... What would it be called? Like... You're a double agent because you're infiltrating this terrorist organization. You're pretending to be one of them, pretending to work for them. But then you could potentially flip on the NSA and then start working for the bad guys. So like there was this really cool like interactive story dynamic with with Double Agent, where you could just go even further and just like betray the NSA like full on, but I don't know why you would do that, because that'd be so messed up. I want to stick around, but I have a service call at work. Right on, Rhino. Thank you for hanging out. We're just barely getting in. We're only like 30 minutes in here, so I think we're going to be on for a bit. So no worries on that. But thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, and you just earn guitar strings as you watch and play mini games and stuff like that. You know, things like that. I feel like Splinter Cell, like Metal Gear, has like really intricate and sometimes really good stories, but the Splinter Cell has like way more in-depth stealth, you know, because you got to worry about light and darkness, you got to worry about the sound of your footsteps, you have to move incredibly slow at times. Metal Gear is a bit of a mix, you know, like tactical stealth action. It's not really... This is like a full-on stealth game. And you get lots of cool gadgets and whatnot. So... Betray the NSA sounds like a Sex Pistols song. It very well could be. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Yikes, I missed. I didn't know I couldn't EMP through the grates there. But yeah, you know what? I'm not a hater. I like both games. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Yeah, retreat. I like both games. You know, some people are like, you know, Splinter Cell and Metal Gear, like, you know, the Beatles and Rolling Stones. You're not allowed to like both. You have to like one or the other. I'm like, no, I don't subscribe to garbage like that. I think they're both incredible games, and as a stealth, since I fancy myself really enjoying stealth games and kind of being like that guy in my friend group that would always be playing the stealth games, you know, I think I fancy them both. Alright. Okay. I remember where we have to get. Okay. Let's see. Can we... Let me try something here.
That time I'm sure I saw something. Yeah, be on your guard. Something's up. No such thing as being too careful.
Just gonna see if a distraction works. It may not. No, I got detected. Let me load. I'm trying to do better on my score here. Yikes. What is your opinion on Dishonored? That's my new favorite stealth series, although you don't have to stealth it. You know, you're right. You're right about that. You definitely don't. You don't have to stealth that
Sure.
one.
Looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator.
Um,
Probably your best way to the top.
I'm already messing up. I'm already messing up. Yeah, like, I'm actually same opinion on that as Jasmine. Like, Dishonored is a series I've wanted to play, and I think I've played like the first like 30 minutes of the first game, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just another game that just came out at a bad time, where I didn't have time to get into it. But it kind of reminded me of like BioShock in some ways, like the older BioShocks, or the first one, I should say. I don't know. Kind of gave me that kind of vibe. But I like the stealth and stuff like that, and like it seems like a really cool world, and like Dishonored 2 looks pretty good, like the DLC looks good. Oh dude, I don't know if I could do Dead by Daylight. I've owned it for ages, and I enjoy watching it, but I don't know if that's a game I'd enjoy playing.
There's someone there. Come.
I don't know if I'd enjoy playing it. As far as DBD goes. Yeah. I did play Friday the 13th, and that game was in pretty rough shape upon release, but I heard it's gotten better as well. I don't know, maybe it's just the stress, and like, I don't think I'd enjoy being the killer. Even when I played Evolve, which I loved, and was like the, you know, the birth of the asymmetrical, you know, style multiplayer horror games or whatever. You know, like, I thought that was great and all, but I just didn't enjoy playing as the monster or the killer or whatever. And I mean, I guess it's fun with friends to be the survivors, but I think I'm also just getting into this way too late as well, because like, people are incredibly good at Dead by Daylight, and so like the skill gap would just be ridiculous, and I think I'd just be absolutely horrible at it. Yeah. And I guess with the crazy amount of games that there are right now, I kind of just need to like dedicate my time to games that A, I'll enjoy, B, I'll be good at, you know, like things like that. Like I don't, and it's kind of the same reason I don't play a lot of Smash Brothers. Like, I like Smash Brothers. It's cool. Some of my favorite properties are in Smash Brothers, and I know it's a good time with friends, but I'm terrible at it, and I know I wouldn't enjoy it, and it's not a good use of my time. Maybe I would enjoy it for a bit. Maybe I'd enjoy bits of it. Okay, need to open the door maybe. And then switch sides. That.
Gotta keep my eyes wide open.
But I think, yeah, I think that's where it stands. Like, there's just some people that are like so good at DVD that it's just like, it's almost demotivating for me to even try. Yikes! Scared the heck out of me. My gosh. Jasmine Bug, thank you for the 2 months. Subscribe with the channel. Welcome, Guardian. Your light is strong. So now as a Guardian, you know, you get access to all the emotes. You get extra guitar strings and all the activities, you know, like the boss fight, where you just type exclamation boss. You also deal like more damage, like the probability, anything to do with the mini games, everything is like upped for the subs. I think it's kind of a cool way to make the boss fights like, you know, the subs are like powered up characters or something. Like, I think it's kind of cool. And it's not that I haven't made the followers weak. I didn't give you guys terrible probability. Okay, I just gave you decent probability, and then I gave, you know, obviously subscribers like just a little extra. Shh, don't tell anyone. But anyway, I got you. But thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, and we have like a sub channel in the Discord as well. We have that as well. BioShock was great. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'd like to go back and replay. Glenn doing that gift sub to Water Lily. Welcome, Guardian. Your light is strong. There's the fist. I don't know why. That's just how it started. I just did the fist thing, and now it's a thing. Now people get mad if I don't do it. So it's all part of it. It's a ceremony at this point. I don't know if I can get away with changing it. We'll see. Glenn, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Appreciate it. So what we're saying here? Can't really play anything online. I just don't have enough time to get good. At least with Twitch, I can multitask. For example, right now, I'm both watching this stream and procrastinating. I like that. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. It's hard work to procrastinate properly. But yeah, you got access to our emotes. Of course, Presley, my adorable beagle, who I can hear barking. I think he's hungry. It's about 10 minutes until he's supposed to... Yeah, you kind of have to hone some of your skills. You know, there's some games that you can just jump in and be good at and be, like, decent and have fun. But there's other games that require, you know, you to train and build skill and understand all the mechanics, the ins and outs. Like with DBD, there's lots of perks and stuff, both for the killer and for survivors, and understanding the blood tree and all these different things. And it's just like, for me, it's just too much for a game that I probably wouldn't really be into. But I do enjoy watching it, so like I'm not a hater or anything. I like watching it. Alright, let me go check on him. Go feed our doggy dog. I'll be back in just 1 minute. 2 minutes. Okay, maybe 3. I lied. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Got Presley some food here. Presley is the best, Lee. That's the first thing I saw. Oh my gosh. Presley time. It's always Presley time in his world. Feed the baby. Splatoon is another game I've never played. Oh yeah, you know what? I've actually, tons of people are begging me to get Splatoon and play it with them on Switch, and I'm like, I don't know if you know me, but I'm not like Mr. Multiplayer Gamer, and like I could see myself raging at that game like fully, like, and just really not enjoying it. Like I just know by watching how mad I'm gonna be. Can they play mad guitar and sing blues like you? I think not. Okay, I'm catching up. I'm sorry. But yeah, I got you. I'm skimming here. Are very smart. Oh my gosh. You like the snow? That's like super, that's super tacked on, isn't it? Like you can tell it's so fake. Look at that. It's so there's not even snow on the ground. Oh man. How did it get so late? It's fun. Oh, you like the bird noises? Yeah. Somehow all of that got in, and Presley was like, you can see his head like just kind of, as he like sees and hears the birds, he's like, I'll kill you. He's just looking. He's just looking and hoping to get someone. Well, right on. Yeah, definitely rest. Rest is a good thing, as I'm learning as well. You don't play a lot of DBD, but I think I got into it early enough to have a good understanding. Yeah, I dig it. Like I said, no hate for that game. It's just like I can kind of dabble in like Destiny's multiplayer, and you know, maybe a couple other games, and you know, I can kind of have fun with some stuff. But like for the most part, I'm really enjoying single player games at the moment, and I love, of course, co-op games. Any game where we can work together and have fun, I always enjoy that. Okay, gotta make sure I grab the right controller here. Okay. We knocked out that dude. Okay. And I saved, so we're good to go here. Oh my gosh. That was super abrupt. Let's see, do we have any... No, it's not wise to look at the map right now.
The lights should be on in here. No, someone turned them off. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be on. I think something may be up.
How do I do this? There it is. Oh my gosh. Carry the stream around while I get ready for bed. Honestly, same. That's what I do. It's what Jasmine does. Yeah, it's just nice. Nice to lurk while I get stuff done and like tune in whenever someone says something, you know, that catches my attention. Someone says like Lord of the Rings in chat, I'm like, what? Does someone need me to chime in with a quote? Or make a silly reference? Is that needed? Oh, I'm hoping this guard over here takes the bait. No, he's not taking the bait. And my axe. Okay, so this was kind of weird, but it was kind of like this early 2000s when I guess Tom Clancy games had like some sort of an ad deal with Axe, because I remember Rainbow Six Vegas had like these what do you call them? Those little things in the mall that are light up and they have the map on it, and then they'll have like an ad on the other side. I don't think it's, I want to say kiosk, but kiosk seems a little different, but it could be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so kiosk might be the proper word here. Yeah, it's like a display stand. Maybe. Yeah, and like basically those would be like on the streets in Vegas while you're like shooting through the level or whatever, and it'd be like Axe body spray, attract all the women, and like it'd be an ad like that. So obviously, this being another Tom Clancy game, we got Axe over here, you know. Even though it's completely irrelevant. Yeah, the product placement was pretty rampant. I don't feel like it's as prevalent as it used to be. Like actual in-game, you know, there's a few every now and then, but I mean, I think it was really rampant in the early 2000s, like almost too much product placement in games. And here's the thing about ads like that, I don't think it ever works on me, you know? Vicious. Light up map display kiosk thingy. Yeah, that's the technical term. Imagine playing D2. Yeah, and you're just like, you know, looking at your ghost, and then he has like a Red Bull or something. Like, what? What is happening?
Who killed these lights?
Okay, I didn't know I could black out the billboard like that. Yikes. Okay. Oh no. My plan is backfiring, guys. G Fuel. I don't even know what G Fuel is. I know it's an energy drink, but like, I don't know like what's in it, and I'm a little concerned. Because I know most energy drinks, they're finding that certain things that they put in there can cause cancer, but you know, we're also learning that, or you know, maybe not learning, but we're also, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We're also studying, and you know, maybe the studies have different results next year, but it's like, you know, like one year it's like, oh yeah, scrambled eggs cause cancer, and then like next year it's like, no, over easy eggs, you know. It's like, so it's kind of ridiculous. I just fell. I know it's a zip line, but I couldn't line it up properly. Energy drinks are bad for you. Yeah, I think it's just an obvious statement. I don't know that there's any energy drink that's like actually providing, you know, nutrition and vitamins or something to make it like actually good for you. I don't think it's not happening, Chief. Sorry.
The lights should be on. No, someone turned them off. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be on. I think something may be up.
Let me just hang up here in case. Yeah, I'm hearing bad things about coffee too, yeah. And I tend to I'll get on coffee and I'll do like a cup a day for a little while, and then I'll just like quit it like cold turkey and just be like, I don't need this in my life. But I like tea. Water is always fine. I know there's some people that just like hate drinking water and they like hate the taste of it, but I'm like, I need it, and I actually don't mind the taste. And then of course I'll cut sodas every now and then. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm doing too much on the sodas. Drinking is bad? Yeah. Yeah, like if we're talking alcohol. I think for me, I pretty much stay away from alcohol for the most part. I mean, I don't care what people do. I'm not here to be like high and mighty or anything. But you know, I just try not to drink because like I've seen people drink in excess, and I don't like what it does to people, you know. And obviously I don't fancy being in the state of drunkenness. So, you know, that's just me. If that's something anyone else likes to do, that's cool. You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I think it's fine. But, you know, for me, I like to be sober. I like to be in control. I like my brain cells. I only have so many, you know, and I feel like I need all of them. So here we are. I've got a little chunk that's not good either. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, drinking to excess is so, you know, I've seen a lot of people do that, and I don't like it, so. But I've been known to, you know, every now and then, you know, if it's like a special occasion, or, you know, we're having a meal or something, and maybe a nice glass of wine would pair well with it. Like, I can bend my rules a little bit, but for the most part, I don't really drink much. It's not something I need. For me, it's just, oh, if I want to, you know, if I want to have a beer, you know, with a pizza or something, all right, but it's not really my thing. So that's just where I'm at. Plus, like, I don't know, you know, people just make fun of me, but I'm not, you know, there's a lot of whiskey drinkers out there and stuff, and like, I don't think I like any whiskey that I've ever tried. Like, I'll take like one sip and I'll be like, this is disgusting. Like, people are just like, man up and enjoy it. Like, you're not a real man. I'm like, okay, you know, keep your peer pressure to yourself. You can have it. Drinking is not my thing. Yeah. It's so well, and that's the other thing. It's so expensive. You got a good point. I know it feels like we're dogpiling on all the alcohol fans that might be here, but you know, just know that we're not being judgmental. Yeah, you're not a real man if you can't drink 10 beers and not get drunk, and drink whiskey and not wince, not, you know, make that face. Yeah, I don't like the beer, and I never gave into it. There were lots of people in high school, you know, that would be like, yeah, Aaron, have a beer, have this, have that. I can't wait to see you when you're messed up, Aaron. You ever get those people? They're like, they're like, yeah, man, I want to see you when you're like totally messed up. We got to get you messed up, dude. Cause like you're too smart acting and you're too well spoken. I just want to see you like totally messed up, dude. Like that's what people do like all the time. And I'm like, and they would be like, yeah, you're not my friend, or you're not cool if you don't drink and smoke. And I'm like, nah. I think my parents kind of raised me, and like I got these like morals, and like I want to be healthy. I don't want to look like I'm 60 when I hit 30. You know, like that's the other thing. Like smoking and drinking, like, can really like drastically age you, especially when you're doing it to excess. I mean, it degrades your health, and like Water Lily said, it's expensive and fattening. I want to see how you look at my level of sloth. That's, you know, I'm not gonna not agree with that, but that's pretty much how people roll at this point. Yikes. Pretty much how it goes, and I just didn't buy into any of that garbage. I'm like, nah.
Fisher, satellite shows you've reached Casey's building. County Clerk's office has construction permits on file for the floors below the penthouse and in the neighboring structure.
Any plans or blueprints on file?
I know we're all being like,
With this
we're all being like, hey, we're not judging anyone, promise. We're not judging anyone, promise. All right, we're not, you know, you do you. I feel like we're obsessively apologizing at this point, but you know, is what it is. Oh my gosh, I love that. Is that like a snowman arm? Well, thank you for the lurk, Jasmine. I think we've got a solid. I just never could afford, like, even in college when people were like going out clubbing and drinking, like I did like one semester where I went out dancing and stuff like that. And it's because I was taking a dance class, and so it was good to practice. All right, that's my reasoning. Also, it was just good fun. But I also, like, I could barely afford just like the cover fees to get in the clubs, and like I was like, man, it's an expensive life just buying your own drinks. And then there's other people that, like, you know, buy rounds for people, and I'm like, where are you guys getting this money? Because like I worked a job through college, like,
I understand.
you know, of course my folks would help me out if I was in a pinch for money. You know, family was always there for me, which was nice. But, you know, obviously they weren't going to give me money to go out drinking or anything, or dancing or any of that stuff, which, you know, fair enough, you know, good on them for not letting me be a wasteful club boy, club hound.
He's no night watchman either. He's a merc. He's got the same kid as the guys who were protecting Lacerda.
This whole situation is getting uglier by the second. See if you can find out who these characters work for.
Will do.
Yeah, let me try to interrogate this guy. Intent and presentation. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. But yeah, it's just so expensive. So expensive to do all that stuff. What jam is this? Sounds like Lifehouse or something. One of the many Creed-esque sounding bands. I think... Oh no, I probably don't want to pull him over the edge. Yikes. Okay.
What are you doing down here?
Who the hell?
Off to a bad start. Talk or die.
Okay. We're on VIP protection. This floor. We need to secure it because we can't block it off from the penthouse.
Does the architect or engineer keep an office or a desk down here?
Yeah, of course. West side of the building.
Since you're doing so well, why don't you tell me the name of the PMC you work for?
I work for Displace. Displace International. If you're gonna kill me, do it quick.
So he works for Displace. Early 2000s had limitless Chris Daughtry's. Oh my gosh. It never was a more accurate phrase spoken. But Displace is Doug Shetland, who is our military buddy. He owns that company, so this is not good news that we're learning that.
Displace? That's Doug Shetland's company.
There we go.
No.
Fisher, if Shetland turns out to be crooked...
If Shetland is crooked, I'll take him down myself. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
Could be. See if you can find out who's in charge of this protection detail. Maybe someone inside Displace is playing both sides.
You got it.
You got it. Alright, let me save. You're not wrong. architectural plans.
Did I just see something?
Like my new knife?
Oh, God!
I've been using it quite a bit. Is it still sharp?
Reals sharp.
Maybe you better tell me something interesting before I get all distracted and slip.
It's so cool. You'll probably want some medical supplies in the washroom beside the kitchen. I was gonna resign next week. Please.
It's always the guy that's like a week or two away from retirement that gets killed. But hey, I just choked him out, alright? I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. I'm not a monster, alright? I'm not a monster. Alright, I'm gonna hide these bodies. Even though I got the drop on these guys, I'm wanting to know if it's actually gonna count as being detected. Because it's like, yeah, technically I alerted them for like half of a second, but, you know. Oh, that vent. Okay, I could have taken that. Wait, it's playing on a reel-to-reel? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't lie to me. That song is not playing on a reel-to-reel. It's not 1950. Or whatever. I actually have a reel-to-reel recorder here. A friend of mine sold it to me, and he sold me a guitar and an amplifier as well. And I was like, it was like, for 15 bucks I'll throw in this reel-to-reel, and I was like, okay. Like, even though I actually just learned of a guy that I can buy some reels off of, so I could do like some real old school recording at some point. Okay.
Work permits, architectural plans. Interesting. Zerkezi has a hardened panic room off of his bedroom.
I'll check it out.
Looks like he also filed plans for construction in the next building over.
The next building?
I'm no architect, but if I'm reading these plans right, both buildings are connected across a rooftop. I'll leave the relevant data on your OPSAT. Should help you navigate.
Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, I do have a reel-to-reel, and I'm kind of excited about it. Could be at some point in my musical journey, I think it'll be a useful addition. Oh yeah, and I will. I'm working on finishing up writing a couple of tunes now, and I actually just got this. Yikes! Got some stuff that I need to work on here. Got my Christmas reel book, which is jazz tunes. Which most Christmas tunes are jazzy anyway, but we're gonna jazz up the ones that aren't. So yeah, I got a couple of those I need to work on and kind of polish up everything. And hopefully we kind of did a music test stream earlier this month.
Infrared beam, I can see it in my night vision.
Exactly. And listen, it would help us keep tabs on Zerkezi if we could use these cameras against him.
Gotcha. I'll try and run some taps.
Good work, Fisher. That's one camera tapped. There should be 5 more.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Fisher, looks like Sir Casey has these doors mag-locked on a remote switch. You'll need to find the computer that controls the magnetic lock.
Where would I find that?
It's probably in that panic room he keeps hidden behind his bedroom.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it'll be great. And I got a couple of originals that I'm polishing up. I of course have one that's out from like, I can't believe it, but it's been like 9 years since I wrote that song and put it out there, and it could use some renditioning. I'll just make up a word.
Hey, who killed the lights? This isn't good.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
What? Great.
Lucky guess. You get the lift. Now tell me something useful, or we'll play another round.
Oh, God. The mag lock. The locked door to the roof.
What about it?
I think the computer that controls it is in the master bedroom on the top floor.
Of course it is.
I told you everything.
I told you everything. All right, right on, Water Lily. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And of course, I'm planning to eventually show off all the guitars that are my sub badges, which, you know, sort of rotate through. I'm turning this off. That is so.
What's that sound?
That is so loud.
Forget it. I don't want to find anything anyway.
I don't want to find anything anyway. Basically, he puts a knife to his throat, and then he also has like an arm around his neck, and he just kind of pulls back and, you know, like tightens the grip so it kind of chokes him a little bit. Yeah, so he's got him in a tight grip that he can't escape from, so I guess it tends to make most guards nervous. Alright, actually, let's do a quick save right there. Yeah, and you can choose whether you want to just like choke him out and be non-lethal, or if you want to go for the full-on lethal deal, you can do that.
Who killed the lights? All right, I'll admit it. I'm scared. Damn it.
Okay, guy inside not seeing me. Okay, I think I might actually just leave him, like, right there. So I'm trying to be non-lethal because it's kind of a mix of these, Displaced guys. They're with Displaced International. From Displaced, and, there's American, National Guard. I'm gonna reload that save. I didn't realize that the, so they are night vision cams. Okay. Alright, I gotta check on dinner really quickly. So, just give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out. We're reheating some meat in the oven. Yeah, I think he's gonna hang in there and just be like, I'll watch this pizza. You know, I don't want anybody to take it because I feel like you're gonna let me have a piece this time, even though you haven't ever let me have a piece. You never share, Aaron, and it's not fair. Okay, so let's right here. Good.
Are you trying to play with me? I can take it.
Alright, I'm gonna quick save. Because we kind of barely got that done. Alright, is it notes? Maybe in architectural plans. Med kits are located in the bathrooms. Okay. Tactical roll. You gotta.
Switch that back on. I'm still here. What's with the light?
Oof. I'm sure that hurts too. He punched him like right in the temple there. So if you kind of read up on like Splinter Cell, or if you like to be knowledgeable of stuff like this, I've read all the novels. There's been a few limited run comics and stuff like that. The comics don't really shed much. They just tell, you know, small little stories every now and then, and it's, you know, it's all right. But the novels are actually really good. But Sam Fisher's fighting style is actually Krav Maga. So if you're familiar with that, that's Israeli Special Forces fighting style, and it's meant to be. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it might be the same fighting style that they said they used for the Jason Bourne movies. So you're thinking very hard-hitting, incredibly lethal. It's all about, you know, disabling your opponent. It's you know, if he gets into a fight, he's either killing the person or he's down to break every bone in their body. Like that's pretty much what the stakes are. It's not, oh, I'm just gonna try and knock this guy out or something. Like, no, it's like, if we're in a fight, it's because one of us is gonna die, or, you know, we can't let these secrets be revealed, or whatever it may be. So you get to kind of read about his training and stuff, and how he works. Tactical roles and mags are Krav Maga. Yeah, let me see if I can. I believe that's the correct spelling. Yeah. I'd be an expert then. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure there's more to it than that. Actually, in later titles like Splinter Cell Conviction, you get to see more of the moves.
Who left this open?
You'll get to see more moves later on in the franchise. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Krav Maga. But yeah, that's what he's trained in. Because actually, the cool thing about the books is the books get into, like, you know, as most books would do. They do get into, like, the stuff that in a game, especially back then, they wouldn't think to put boring things that add to the story. Kind of like games do now. You know, there's often, like, if you've played the Uncharted games, sometimes there's, like, or even The Last of Us, like, there's a lot of downtime in some games where you're just kind of, okay, I don't want to do that yet, because I think that's taking us out of this area. I want to search the rest of this room. Yes, extreme aggression. So like I was saying, it's definitely out to disarm people, break arms. I mean, you're out to make sure the other person does not lead the fight. So while it's not necessarily always about killing, it's definitely, it definitely can be.
Good work, Fisher. That's 4 of 6 cameras tapped.
I'll keep an eye out for the other 2.
That's actually Splinter Cell on the screen. I think it's clips from like a CGI trailer for this game. I think that's what that is. Kind of clever. Product placement everywhere. Yikes. Wait, what? Is that a... Wow. That is a lady. Alright, that's mature content. Game's rated M for mature. I don't know where this guy got banners of a girl like that. I don't think that's something you can just go pick up at Kohl's, you know? Oh, okay, that's to get in the elevator shaft. Alright, gotcha. Let's do that then. I think that's the best course of action to get us upstairs. Yikes. Alright. Moving on. Moving on. See. What? Is the elevator stuck? What's the point of this then? Or maybe I can climb. Or maybe this... No, this was just an alternate... Really? Oh, okay, so I could have used this path to get where I am, essentially. Okay. So I do have to go up those stairs. Okay. Alright, it's been a while since I played this. I used to know, like, all the different routes, and... like, I'd play this on all the different difficulties, and I'd challenge myself to do, like, a... you know, like, knife-only playthrough, or I'd do, like, a non-lethal takedown playthrough, and do, like, a guns-only playthrough. I'd mess around and have a lot of fun. I mean, that's how I would entertain myself with a lot of games when I was a wee lad, because I didn't like multiplayer games, and I didn't really always play with other people, so I'd just like find a way to make my single player games a little more exciting, you know? Uh-oh. Hey. Tickle and run playthrough. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. I think that's where we're going next, but I want to check. I know we need to look at that computer. Uh-oh, it's that banner again. Well, she's cute. She's got a little... Oh, is that a little tribal, like, butterfly tattoo there? No comment. I have no comment. I know it looks like I'm trying to look at the poster, but I'm actually trying to peek around the corner, alright? I'm not being weird. Like I said, if you have a chance to be creepy, don't. That's been my general rule.
Long time. Since before this place. Since before Bosnia.
Before Bosnia? Good lord. I knew he had connections, but...
Yep. Know him a long time. He treats us good, we do what he says.
Yes, well, he sure treats us well.
Now you know too. Now you work for him.
I'm trying to look at the poster when your parents are in the room.
Certainly worth my
Just
while.
giving it the side eye.
More than worth your while. It'll keep you alive, man.
Literally any time you end up watching a movie
Something's up here.
with your folks and then there's like a sex scene, you're like, I'm just gonna I'll go get everyone some popcorn. Like I really don't want to watch that. The whole thing with my folks. Like that would not go over well.
I got a bad feeling.
Got him. Tramp stamp seeing generic Creed knockoffs. That was the golden era. Oh my gosh. Yikes. The golden era. I think there were like...
Cameras, Sam. We'll have guys watching Zerkazy 24/7.
Always happy to keep the donut dippers busy.
The donut dippers. I feel like there was grenades or some type of... No, maybe not. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about doing like the jump kick to get up here. Yeah. Okay. Like doing the kick off the wall there. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I could have totally done that too. All right. And turn off those lamps there. Hang on, let me save. It's a quick save. I'm gonna try something here, because I know we gotta spend time on that computer. Most likely. Okay. Bulletproof. Okay, you know what? That oddly kind of worked out. All right, let's see what's going on in here. Really? Nobody in the bathroom, huh? Wait, is that a rubber ducky? No, that's a toilet roll. Ooh, what is this? Hang on. It's like a package of Axe body spray. Alright, let me check on the pizza real quick. Give me one moment. Alright, cool. Got everything set up. Okay. Let's get back to it. Who needs that much Axe? I don't know. I don't know why it was at the time. I'm trying to remember if that was a thing, like getting the whole like, because that was like 3 cans and then like 1 sideways. And it looked like the sideways one was like a different one, like, you know, hey, you bought this triple pack, you know, try this one. Girl repellent, honestly, probably true, because like the smell was like really pungent. And it would definitely, people could smell you, let's just put it that way. But it was always like really strong, and as far as I remember, like pretty much in high school, like it was pretty much the stoners were using Axe as a way to, like, you know, they'd go smoke weed and then spray down, and I'd be like, yeah, you totally weren't smoking outside in the alley during lunch break while we're all in the cafeteria, you know? So to realize they've become a walking chemical weapon. There you go. You're not wrong, Black Swan. I feel like people were really overdoing it, and like just like hosing themselves down with that stuff. I got you. Absolutely. Oh, also one thing I forgot to tell you guys about. Exclamation mark SFX. Has all our sound effects, which, you know, you spend your guitar strings on our sound effects. Okay, I think we found the panic room.
Gotcha.
Who?
Dvorak.
Where is he?
According to this, he's in the building next door. You can get there across the rooftop through the magnetically locked doors.
How do I get through the doors?
They're not magnetically locked anymore.
Thanks for the help.
Okay. Yeah. A family pack of Axe Girl repellent. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, Grimm's daughter. Yeah. That's exactly how her name is spelled. Yep. That's she's basically like the hacker slash handler, and then of course Irving Lambert is the, you know, the head of the NSA. And William Redding is like, he's kind of like our gear slash tech specialist, whereas Grimm is, you know, data analyst, you know, hacker. type girl. And a quick save there. Super Icelandic, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely pick up on that vibe. Oh, right on. Really?
Whoa. Damn, that was close. What was that?
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Guarding the roof.
From what?
Let me go and I'll show you.
Feisty one. How about I cut your ear off, see how tough you are then?
Go
Ooh.
ahead. I have to.
How many men do you have out here?
I'm alone on this roof.
Alone, huh? Lousy way to die.
We all die alone.
Yikes, that was
I know
some
you're too scared to fight me fairly.
like scathingly dark dialogue. Okay, we can't go through there. Ooh, we could check that window though. I'm gonna quick save. I'm scared.
Show yourself. I can hear you moving around.
What is going on here? Can I not? Okay, now it worked. Like, can I not cross those, that like beam or whatever? So to disarm those, you have to move slow enough that they don't detect you, and then you have to disarm, you have to press disarm right as it beeps and turns green. So it's a lot of things that gotta all happen at once. Everything has to go just right. Due to recent power outage, WNM Newswire servers are temporarily down. We expect the problem to be remedied shortly and apologize for any interruption in your expected Newswire service 62907. Okay. Morale concerns. It's never easy to ask a professional soldiers to undertake simple guard duty. I will look into increasing the rollover rate so no one is stuck there too long. I'll put Gerald on the rotation later this week to start. Okay. So that's George. To George from planning. Alright, makes sense. I'm gonna go in via this vent here. Getting a little obsessive, but there's nothing worse than having to like go back and redo like 30 minutes of stealth gameplay or something, you know? A lot of people will often ask questions like, you know, how to be better at stealth games and stuff like that, and I think one of the easiest things I tell people is just like, it's not just about like moving slow, darkness. It's like learning patrols, and the biggest thing, probably patience, more than anything. And so I think because patience is probably something that's quite rare. That's why we might have a lot of people that either don't enjoy stealth games, don't like stealth games, aren't good at stealth games. Yeah, I've got a little bit of everything, so stealth games kind of work good for me. So I think that's why I really took to the Splinter Cell series. And even Metal Gear as well. Both of them. But I definitely used to be really good at Splinter Cell. I still might be alright, but I'm just a little rusty. It's been a long time. So that was a ring airfoil round. So the SC-20K here is both a gun and a gadget launcher. So I can launch sticky cameras, which will stick to the wall. They have gas that they can put out. I can make them make noises. I can even use the camera to surveil the area. Sticky shockers are exactly what they are. They hit the target and shock them. Ring airfoil rounds are just exactly what that is. They're like, it's like a round coiled, you know, thing, and it hits hard enough, much like a beanbag gun or something, you know, it'll knock out a target. Okay. And oftentimes the SC-20K can be like armed with lethal and non-lethal grenades. It'll have like a grenade launcher attachment. It's also got a scope. So it's a good like lightweight, silenced, all-purpose weapon. It has full auto fire. I don't remember if in this game you can actually set it to like semi-auto fire. There might be a control for that as well. So I mean, it's even good for certain times where sniping is good. Yeah, so you definitely caught the noise on that. So that's very attentive of you to notice a small detail like that. But yeah, it's definitely different than than your typical bullet or projectile. But yeah, you can hear the air like rushing through it. It goes like. Okay. So is this the same? Oh, it's the same elevator shaft. Yeah, down for that. Talk about Shaft. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about Shaft. That's a jam. Is this a drug warehouse? No, there's supposed to be like a hacker here that we're trying to find out about, and he's made changes to the architectural plans in the building. So we're supposed to find Dvorak here. Okay, and the fact that there's a keypad. Yikes. Okay, so the second number was 67 10 30. We got the code. Okay. Optic cable is super handy. Alright, that's our guy. Let me save. Yeah, it's definitely got that drug warehouse vibe. Yikes. Okay. How good's his peripheral vision? What do you think? Apparently not that great. Definitely doesn't hear me cutting this plastic. Oh, it's Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow.
You must be Dvorak.
Oh.
Well, Dvorak, huh? I had thought this area was, well, off limits.
You're not Dvorak.
Well, since we're being blunt, well, no.
Then who are you?
Such a rush you're in. Fancy some tea, do you?
Oh, fancy some tea.
Lambert, something weird is happening.
I'll say.
What do I do?
The old man seems harmless. Indulge him. See if he knows anything.
Reminds me of poor old Jiggers. Oh, Jiggers. We hardly knew ye.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, well, one might ask you the same.
I'm looking for a man named Dvorak.
Ah, Dvorak, yes! Well, you're not going to find one. This way! Yes, here we are then. This is Dvorak.
Jesus. I think I just figured out why you couldn't hack in here, Grim.
Yeah, no kidding.
What the hell do I do now?
Hold on while I find a slide rule.
See what the old man knows, Fisher.
Okay. If this is Dvorak, who are you?
I am Dvorak's keeper. Thank you most kindly for asking.
And what is this? This Dvorak?
Dvorak is, well, you likely wouldn't understand.
Wow.
I'm sure you're right. But let's have it for the record anyway.
Dvorak is a mechanical representation of a self-referential axiom of number theory. Dvorak encodes its own logical structure within its own executable cycle and recursively derives a more accurate representation of itself with each successive execution.
Right. Grim, did you get that?
My god, it's an infinite state machine.
Fine. What do I do?
If Zerkazy is using this...
Grim.
Sorry, Sam, we're gonna need a copy of Dvorak's output so we can work out the algorithm it's built on.
How do I get its output?
It runs on punch cards.
Punch cards?
You'll need to restart the sequence and initialize each tower in the right order, and then retrieve the output stack.
How do I know the right sequence?
You'll need to hit the switches in order as the tubes start to heat up. Ask the old man for help.
Want to know what's up here first. Okay, it's just a bathroom. Dude, he sounds like a cross between like Smeagol and like some like generic computer nerd. Like I don't understand that guy. And you're definitely right about, yeah, so I actually thought this was brighter here, but like on our darkness meter here, it's actually in the far left box, which is the darkest box. So if he was looking directly this way, he might be able to see me, but chances would be somewhat low. But yeah, like you said, definitely the hearing would be much more in tune in the dark.
I need your help.
Indeed. What can I help you with, my good fellow?
I need you to help me initialize Dvorak so I can retrieve an output stack.
Ah, Dvorak. Well, that is certainly something I can help with. Why don't you restart it? I'll initialize the towers on this side, and you can do the other side.
Oh my god. Oh, I did it wrong.
Whoopsie! Tubes overheated. Seems like we missed our cue. Better restart from the top there, chum.
High-pitched cartoon Einstein. Actually, that sounds almost dead on.
There you go. Your output stack should be ready.
So like they said, it's a punch card.
All right, I got the stack.
Good work, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce. Get to your primary extraction point.
On my way.
Eventually, Dvorak will derive the answer, but eventually is a very long time. Eventually, Dvorak will derive the...
Okay, you just same thing. Quick save. An enemy agent just messing with you. Yeah. I have a feeling he knows more than he's letting on. Main elevator. Got it. Mission complete. Alright, give me 1 second before we proceed. I'm gonna go check on the pizza. Gotcha. Alright. Let's get back to it. I know I'm so ready for some pizza. I got a pepperoni with cheese stuffed crust. One of those DiGiorno boys. Looking good. Who's in charge of the Zerkazy Oh, we never figured that out? Huh. Mickey, how's it going? How are you? It took us an hour to beat the mission. Identified twice, even though I was like, if I was identified, it was like me like punching the guy in the face, and like as he saw me do that, he's like, what? So I mean, that's not really fair. I did knock out 21 people, and I was trying to like bypass a lot of people as well. So nothing for civilians, no bodies found, no alarms triggered. See, I should get a higher score than that. Anyway. Oh, we're going to Displace International. Midtown Manhattan.
Now coming to you from our New York City broadcast center, we have Patrick Dunn of Watershed Electric on the line. Mr. Dunn, what do we know at this moment?
All we know so far is that this was not an accident.
If it's not an accident, then it must be intentional. Both us and the Japanese have been hit by this thing. I think it's pretty obvious who's responsible.
Here's a Tomo.
It appears we have something in common, Admiral.
Our analysis of the information footprint shows that the pressures which collapsed our power grids appear in many ways similar to those that collapsed our markets. I am certain the Koreans and the Chinese are involved.
Let's not jump the gun here, Admiral. We've had our microscope on a man named Zerkezi. He had access to weaponized IW algos following that business in Georgia. He was also a major DOE consultant after the blackouts here in 2003.
Yes, we are aware of this connection. Has Zerkezi been found?
Not yet, but it won't take long. I'll keep you posted. Fisher, I'm afraid we might be facing an orchestrated attempt to push the world into a major crisis. Zerkezi might know more about information warfare than anyone on Earth. And the fact that this place is combat ready, essentially stateless and better equipped than most governments, we need to find out fast whether this is a coincidence or whether someone inside this place is making a major move. That said, State Department has several very significant contracts with Displace. This thing is extremely political. I hate to do this to you, but keep it clean. Recon only, no fatalities.
Displace's offices are on the top 3 floors of the Hans Center Tower in downtown Manhattan.
What is it?
Recent financials indicate that they have invested heavily in their local infrastructure in order to maintain full operational capacity following even a major terrorist incident.
Satellite confirms Grimm's data. Displace is up and running at near to full capacity. It looks like they might be holding a meeting with members of New York City Council, possibly making a bid for protection or policing services to supplement the National Guard. They're prepared and opportunistic, that's for sure. But I wouldn't expect anything different. My money says they're playing fair, but if the boss wants to take a closer look, then that's what we'll do.
Interesting. Hello, sweet child. I would give you a slice of my pizza. That's what he's looking for. He's like, the pizza isn't in this room yet, but I know it will be in transit.
Displace's offices are on the top 3 floors of the Hans Center Tower.
Okay.
Satellite confirms.
Yeah, we got you. Let's go with Redding's recommendation.
Fisher, we need to find out if Displace and Zerkezi are working together.
But until we know, you want me to keep it quiet.
Don't kill anyone or I'll abort the mission. The Pentagon has contracts with Displace all around the world. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this. Marco asked me to ask you when you...
The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this. That is the best phrase. He'll have puppies if he finds out we're doing this. Oh my god. That's brilliant. Is that a real saying in English? I mean, Yeah, I think it's probably not a popular one, but it's definitely a saying apparently.
Something going on with the ventilation system?
Hey, who are you?
Pretend I'm Harry Tuttle.
Who?
I'm an ill-tempered and heavily armed heating engineer who's asking questions about your ventilation system.
I guess it's not working properly since the blackout.
So it shouldn't take much to shut down that big fan if I wanted to.
I don't know. Why would you want to do that?
The adventure, the travel.
Hey, okay. I don't care what you do with the fan. Just don't kill me.
All right. Quick saves are a bit of a luxury.
What is that? Not a trace.
Got him. He's just an engineer. We're not gonna mess with him. A lock here.
Hurry.
Repel.
You're certainly entitled to request protection at that level from the National Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National Guard is a massive, cumbersome organization.
Quick save.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them. Having the National Guard on every corner will keep the peace, but at what cost?
They'll get over it, Julian. In the end, the thing they'll remember is that the National Guard is cheap.
We got
I'm dealing
4.
with taxpayers here. The last
Or
thing I need
targets.
is another fiscal accountability scandal. What?
I can see something down
Someone?
there.
Where? What? I think I see someone.
I'm gonna redo that. I seem to remember that. That being a thing.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them. Having the National Guard on every corner will keep the peace, but at what cost?
They'll get over it, Julian. In the end, the thing they'll remember is that the National Guard is cheap. I'm dealing with taxpayers here. The last thing I need is another fiscal accountability scandal. What?
Come on, I want to show you something.
Taking that briefcase.
Fisher, that executive. He probably has the daily access algorithm for the displaced central servers stored on his laptop.
Lambert gave me pretty strict non-lethal parameters.
If you stay close, you should be able to hack into his laptop wirelessly.
I'll give it a whirl.
Electrochromic windows. Could they be your windows to the future?
That's what those are called.
Dynavision's all-new electrochromic window technology. The cutting edge of modern-day materials and energy research. Our windows are energy efficient and cost-saving, and provide your home or office with a unique and beautiful architectural element. How does this amazing and new technology work? Simple. An electrically reactive sheet of tungsten oxide is sandwiched between two sheets of glass. When an electric current is applied to the tungsten oxide, it is chemically altered, shifting from a transparent to an opaque state, or vice versa. The state of the windows can be controlled using normal wall-mounted switches or using our patented and all-new trans-glazed conductive dermis. The windows can be toggled locally at the touch of a finger. Since no energy is used to maintain the windows in either state, you're saving 24 hours a day, regardless of whether your windows are on or off. Call Dynavision to have your home or office evaluated for an electrochromic window retrofit.
Isn't that cool?
Receive the huge savings afforded by a reduction in energy consumption, but also cash in on new
Yikes.
incentives for responsible
Yikes, Semblant. You're not wrong,
we'll
dude.
include our new transglazed conductive dermis technology
Yikes.
absolutely free.
Yikes. That's scathingly accurate. So Black Swan is saying that the models and animations are outdated, but the lighting, so here's the thing. Like, the graphics were incredible for its time for the Splinter Cell games. But the lighting was like light years ahead of almost any other game. And that was the biggest thing I think that this as a stealth game had to nail, was that, being able to see in the darkness, being pretty much always in the dark, even without night vision, still being able to sort of get that realistic feeling of being able to see that kind of thing. Hey, GPV 420. Yeah. We were hanging out in Mel's stream. She's great. I loved it. It's nice to meet you in there. We were watching her pull off some pretty good Overwatch plays. Someday Windows will be able to be used as displays and monitors. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, honestly, healthcare is stupid expensive in this country, and most people would rather just, wing it and, maybe Google it, see what happens, and then, unfortunately, that's just how people go, years and years without knowing that they have some sort of, chronic illness or something. Because, and then oftentimes, they just do a bunch of tests and they're like, well, I don't know. Looks like you're just getting older. I don't know. Test here says that looks like you're going to die someday. Don't know what, though. Don't know what's gonna get you, though. So yeah, here's the windows in action. Hello? Oh. Maybe that's the wrong switch. Yeah, there it is.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OPSAT.
Thanks, Will.
Wow, so even thermal, I don't think thermal is getting through that. And of course it's emitting an electrical charge. Isn't that cool? He had a lot of time to think about her situation. He lost 6 hours and I didn't have to pay because Canada, but don't get me wrong, I'm still upset. Yeah, dude, I try not to let the streams get political, but I'm all for good healthcare, please. And, you know, as I've heard, our neighbors to the north seem to have a better thing going than we do. Pennsylvania steel magnate Brody Masterson Woods III was today announced as the winner of the $1.1 billion Stupid Ball Lotto, the largest jackpot in U.S. history. He already has a net worth of $68.4 billion. Wait, what? Are you telling me a billionaire won $1 billion lotto? I hate this. I hate it so much. Lambert, can we get a mission to go kill him? Or not kill him. Okay, maybe that's a little drastic. How about redistribute his wealth among the poor? How about that? Maybe we could do that. Yeah, I'd be really Don't get me started.
Each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OPSAT that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you asked so nice.
Good work, Sam. That's the first of their servers. If you can upload that to each of the other ones, I'll be able to snoop around as much as I please.
I'll see what I can do.
Go ahead and boot up these computers. Wait, do I have... Oh, I do have the wireless hacking capability. Okay, hang on. We've completed our technical evaluation of our on-site generators. We expect limited power access to the entire building and have upgraded the surge protection to protect the building. When City restores the power, we expect immediate restoration of all systems without interrupt. But yeah, I get what you guys are saying. I definitely agree. It's not great paying for mediocre healthcare.
Mylon Nedich, VP Protection
And wasting all day
Operations,
doing
Displace International.
He was in charge of the Morganholt detail in Peru.
Yeah, and now he's in charge of Zerkazy. And damn, he's as clean as a whistle. Looks like he's been zeroed.
Well, whoever he is, he's playing both sides. We need to inform Shetland.
Shetland is on his own. We can't compromise OPSEC for private interests.
Fine, then I'm gonna take a look behind some of those zeros.
I paid the fees before for visiting American, so I'd be more furious. I know by how much? About 520 more. Is it faster? Yeah. And I think that's typically the thing that American politicians will complain about is like, oh well, their system is bogged down and that's why it doesn't work. You would die waiting for a scan on your cancer, you know, or something, you know? Which may not actually be true. But you know, you got to make a big situation out of nothing, you know. You have to dramatize in order to politics. Don't get us started. Let's try not to get in there. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Defense Secretary Frank Mason was quoted saying the National Guard was stretched impossibly thin, with National Guardsmen supplementing regular U.S. Army forces in 11 countries overseas. Recent emergency deployments in 5 states have seriously impaired their ability to defend the people. Okay, I guess it's kind of weird that I'm saying that we shouldn't get political, but for some reason, healthcare in our country is a political issue. And it's like people believe in one thing or the other, and I'm like, shouldn't we all be on the same team of like, shouldn't we all want great healthcare? Yeah, we'd still find a way to bloat and ruin it. Yikes. Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yikes. You're not wrong. We'd find a way to let capitalism go off the reins, and that's really probably the issue. Got all this stuff. Hang on, I think my timer's going off. Let me check on it. We got pizza. We got pizza. Yeah, definitely change the topic, please. Sweet. All right. So, I'll let my pizza cool down for a second. Just took it out of the oven. By the way, I'm just gonna throw this out here. Don't get all crazy. But those are the rules right there. And you've probably already seen it show up throughout chat, but just so everybody knows, because we got some new folks here. But yeah, we just keep it, keep it clean. Don't say anything that, your mother wouldn't like you to say in front of her, or whatever. I think, did I throw in the no political talk? I don't know if it's in there. I know I got no... Yikes, it doesn't have the no... Sorry. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm like, I got imaginary rules that you guys are supposed to obey. I know I put it in the description, but I guess I didn't update chatbot. Yikes, we need to be transparent across the board. Yeah, let me take a look at that again. Yikes. Thought police. Nobody tells me to be nice. How dare you? All right, I'm gonna throw in both politics and religion, 'cause, that can get divisive, but so all right. So we got an update right there. Keep politics and religion out. There we go. Oh, now the message is too long. That's great. All right, hang on. Let me tinker with that. I don't like that. That's terrible. I think we can... I could probably tighten that up a little bit. Edit that, grammatically. Presley! I know. Isn't this just a terrible operation there? Alright. What you doing, buddy? You wanna come up here and say hi? Come here. Come here. Ooh, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. Is there food? You see pizza? There's no pizza. I haven't brought it in yet. You want pizza? I bet you do. I bet you do. Is there pizza here? Look. Here. 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 I'm just kidding. He's such a good boy. Are you a good boy? Sometimes. Sometimes you are. Best boy. I need to orient my camera. He's kind of barely showing up for some reason. Anyway. Alright, we got it. Yeah. I recently made those changes to the rules, but I guess I missed chatbot. Should have got that. It's like in the past I've allowed a little bit of political talk because I've worked in politics, and so like normally I just wouldn't really mind a little bit of chatting about it and keeping it civil, but I think it's just best to just save that for a different occasion, or or just not do it. Like for the most part, someone's always going to be upset, no matter how nice everything goes. And as divisive as things are today, modern politics, be pretty rough trying to maintain something like that. Okay, so that's that email we already read. So we're basically just trying to match the numbers here and figure out what the code is. Simple as that. He literally squealed IRL. Oh my god, he's the cutest, and I have tons of pictures of him. I've pretty much been documenting him throughout his life and having owned him and stuff like that. If you check, I do some photography, so I have a photography blog. I guess my links, is it links? Yeah, links. All the links related to the channel, like my VODs will go up on YouTube as well as Twitch. And oftentimes I record stuff specifically for YouTube at times. But yeah, Instagram and all that stuff will be in there if that's anything that you're interested in. I'm always posting short little videos and photos of him and stuff. He's a super cutie. You got work in the morning? Right on. Gotcha. Bring the tourists don't find us, and I have a quietish day. Well, right on. Thank you, Black Swan, for coming by and joining us on that raid. And I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream, because we're trying hard here. We're trying to do... I do have a SoundCloud, but it's... The stuff I have on it's really old. If you check the panels down below, you can check them out. But yeah, I need to update some of that stuff. I think it's in the music thing down below. But yeah, I've been wanting to get something going. So maybe in the future I'll and as we do music streams and stuff like that, and I'll try to do some recording and try to get some more tunes out there, because I've got journals and journals full of stuff, but I get the equivalent of either writer's block or melodic block sometimes. Sometimes I'll have this half of the song, I'll have the chords and melody, but then I won't have the right lyrics or rhyme scheme or whatever I'm looking for. And then other times it's like, oh, I got the perfect lyrics, and then I don't have, the other half, which is, the musical half. I'm learning, and I'm trying to get stuff done. I have a song that I think is pretty decent. Probably not the greatest, but that's something that's clever. I've got a couple. And really the idea is just to finish writing every song I've come up with, just even if it's a dud, even if it ends up being a junky song. It's just, at least you learn something from it, right? And you learn how to write. You just get better, Used to write songs, it's not easy at all. I agree. It's definitely not easy. And that's super cool that you write. I just enjoy writing in general. So, songwriting, 2 thumbs up. Love it. The hook is fine. Yeah. Yeah, I could do something like that. That's a good idea, Kurt. I like that. That is a cool idea. You just write stories and novels now? Coming up with music to match a story is just a whole new level of content. I mean, or talent, sorry. Well, it is a whole new level of content as well. But yeah, it's definitely, it's difficult, alright. Central server. Okay. To programs. Okay. And a quick save. It's easy to write bad songs.
Let me just get these windows.
Okay, so half that raid scared me. And the other half was that guy talking about how he was gonna just take away the opaqueness of the windows and get us a clear. The bearded babies! It's Joey Cruz and the gang! What is up, guys? How's it going? We're playing some Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. And we're talking a little bit about songwriting. Because that's much better than politics. If you try to write bad songs, they might end up being really good. That's true. And that's why my theory of, you know, if you write a song, just finish it. Because you never know. It might actually end up being, you know, good upon completion, or you might come back and edit it someday and, you know, figure out like a new verse or whatever, and just you might have something, you know. And you never know. You never know what's going to be a hit. I've learned that about a lot of songwriters, is that oftentimes even like John Mayer will say, I didn't think that one was going to be that big of a hit, and then it ends up being a hit, you know. Lala Zoom, thank you for the for the bits. Appreciate that. What is up, KB? Joey? All you guys, thank you for coming through. What are you guys doing, man? I feel like you're doing some just chatting, okay? That could be any number of things, because Joey's incredibly versatile. If you don't know Joey Cruz, I advise you follow him. He's a musician, artist, gamer, bearded brother, one of the best beards on Twitch. And he's been doing, like, you know, Music Mondays, of course, taking his guitar with him to work at times, doing a little bit of singing and guitar playing there. And Joey plays multiple instruments as well, so he's definitely someone to keep your eye on. And he loves to play a lot of variety of games, even retro games is what I kind of like came on board when he was doing a lot of stuff like that as well. Yeah, absolutely. We will do some music stuff soon. Again, I did some like a week or so ago just to like test it out, and I'm trying to make some tweaks and stuff and see if I can make it sound just a little bit better, and then we'll probably see if we can do some of that within the next week or so. You want me to write the creepiest song? Yikes. Okay. That sounds interesting. Sometimes just the topic will point you in the right direction. Like that. Cannibalize the best part of a bad song for a better new song. That's true. It's not unusual to dissect the chorus from one tune and throw it into another and find out that works. Kurt Cool Beans, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, buddy. Well, let me check on my pizza. I think it's probably cooled down by now. I can probably chow down for a bit. But we're gonna keep playing. We'll keep playing. We'll see what happens. What's going on over here? Gameplay-wise. Saved already. But guys, welcome to the stream. We're playing some Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. We're infiltrating a place in New York during a blackout called, and this will be Displace International building. But yeah, I usually like to eat off cam, so we'll chit chat and we'll get back into the game, of course. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to check out Presley for a moment.